So today we will look at the topic jet streams and how it is affecting the Indian monsoon. So first of all, jet streams are upper atmospheric air bands of wind. Jet streams are nothing. You have heard about the word jet. You know what is a jet, right? It's a fast moving kind of air travel method. So here we can see that the earth is here. So earth, above the earth we have a section which is known as the troposphere, then stratosphere, then mesosphere, then thermosphere, and then exosphere. It is the upper level part of the earth. When we move away from the earth, how it will be, what are the name for those areas? So first of all, troposphere. So in this troposphere only these jet streams are found, in the troposphere or upper part of troposphere, or till up to the lower part of this stratosphere. So usually it will be active around 6 to 11 kilometers. So they are active around 6 to 11 kilometers, or else 8 to 15 kilometers they are active, or they are available from the in the troposphere, and that also 6 to 11 or 8 to 15 kilometers, and the speed ranges from 320 kilometer per hour. Okay, maybe less or maybe more. The average speed is what? 320 kilometer per hour, and they are 1000 miles long and 1000 miles wide. 1000 miles long as well as 1000 miles they are wide. Okay, so 1000 miles long, at the same time they are 1000 miles wide also. Okay, now they from which part or which direction the jet streams flow? So we know that the earth always moves from earth rotates from west to east, right? So the earth rotates from west to east. So like the same way, the jet streams also flows from west to east. So these jet streams got discovered during the Second World War. So there is from American to Japan. So from America to Japan, some fighter jets, you know about the fighter jets. So fighter jets traveled from, just think that this is the Japan part and this is the America. They traveled from America to Japan. This fighter jets, we know how the fighter jets travels. It's so fast. So when they traveled, they had experienced a decrease in speed. They were not able to flew that much fast. So while they were coming back from Japan to America, they again experienced an increase in speed. So after this incident only they came to know about the jet streams. Okay, so both the hemispheres have jet streams. So this is the northern hemisphere and this is the southern hemisphere. Both the hemispheres have jet streams. So that's all about the jet stream part. So they are found in the troposphere and they flow from west to east. Think about the earth. The earth also rotates from west to east. So likewise we can know about the direction of the flow of this jet streams. Then they have discovered after the Second World War, when the Americans jets have traveled from America to Japan, they experienced a decrease in speed. At the same time, when they moved back, when they came back, they have experienced an increase in speed. Why? Because the jet streams were moving, so that's why they had experienced an increase in speed. So then what they have active around 6 to 11 or 6 to 15 kilometers. The speed is 320 kilometer per hour. Okay, now coming to the jet stream formation, we know that when warm air and cold air meets, the jet stream will be formed. So here, just see here, from here warm air will be moving, and from here cold air will be moving to this side. So in that case, a jet stream will be formed. A kind of band of waves will be formed, and that is known as what? Jet streams. So there are two main kind of or permanent jet streams. Two permanent jet streams, and they are known as subtropical jet stream and a polar jet stream. And in the southern hemisphere also we have a subtropical jet stream and a polar jet stream. So now we will look at their formation. So subtropical zone is there, subpolar zone is there, and polar. This is the equatorial region. Like the same in southern hemisphere also. So now let us look at this part. So here see, because India is in the northern hemisphere, here see that as it is a subtropical region or near to the equatorial region, the temperature will be high. So what will happen? The air here will expand and rises up. When the air here rises up, and it will move towards this side. At the same time, from the subpolar region also, the air from that region also, the air will move towards this side. So when it happens, when the air which is moving to this part is warm air or hot air, okay. At the same time, the air coming from this portion, this is actually cold air. So when warm air and cold air meets, there will form a kind of jet stream which is known as the subtropical jet stream. At the same time, look here, from here also the air will be moving like this. At the same time, the air will be coming from this region also. So in between the subpolar and polar region also, when they move, because comparatively polar region, the subpolar region have the air which is warm compared to the polar region. So when the hot air from this part and from the cold air from this part meets, here also a jet stream will be formed which is known as the polar jet streams. Clear? So that's how here when we see, we can see that polar jet streams are there and as well as the subtropical jet streams are there, and they are formed due to these conditions which is known as the Hartley cell, Ferrel cell and the polar cell. So there are two kinds of jet streams which is known as the permanent jet streams and the local jet streams. So permanent means subtropical jet streams and polar jet streams. Coming to the local, it will be tropical easterly jet streams and Somali jet streams. So permanent means it will be always there, but coming to the local means it will be available only for a short period of time. Okay, so such kind of jet streams are known as local jet streams. So here subtropical jet stream. So subtropical jet stream is the jet stream which is affecting the Indian monsoon. So that's why we are going to look at the subtropical jet streams, and then we will look at the polar jet streams and Somali jet. So here subtropical jet streams, they flow between 25 degree to 35 degree north. When we look at the equator, we can see that from 25 degree to 30 degree, which means around the Tropic of Cancer. So they will flow from between 25 degree to 35 degree north, and their height ranges from 12 to 14 kilometers. So earlier I had said it is like 6 to 15 kilometers, the movement of the flow of jet streams is usually from 6 to 15 kilometer or 8 to 15 kilometer, so it ranges. So their speed is like 150 to 300 kilometer per hour. So the northward, so how it affects the Indian monsoon? So see here, first of all, when it comes, we know that the Tropic of Cancer passes through around like here. So when it comes, it will move like the subtropical jet streams will move like this. So this is the reason why most of the northern part of India during this kind of during the month of January, February, March and all, they will experience high pressure, because when the subtropical jet streams are there, which means the content of air is more, so they will experience what? High pressure during this time. But what happens, due to some reasons, the subtropical jet streams will move northward. Okay, the subtropical jet streams, the flow of subtropical jet streams will be moving, shifting northward. So it will be flowing like this. So when this incident happens, see now the subtropical jet streams are not here. So during this time, what will happen? The Indian landmass will experience low pressure. So when we experience low pressure, we know here is the ocean part. So from this, ocean experiences high pressure, and that's why the rainfall will happen throughout the India. Clear about the jet stream, how the subtropical jet stream affect the Indian monsoon. So now we will look at the tropical easterly jet stream. So tropical easterly jet streams occurs, the main reason is due to the Tibetan region. Okay, so we know that Tibet is the neighboring region of our India, of our country. So what will happen during this Tibet region? Tibet is a dry region because of the Himalayas here. The Himalayas won't allow the moisture content to flow towards the Tibetan region. So Tibet is a dry region. So what will happen? In summer, the temperature rises in Tibetan region. So when the temperature rises, we know that the air will expand and it also will rises up. At the same point, the subtropical jet stream will also will change its direction from here to here. So it will travel through Himalayas like that. So when the subtropical jet stream travel through this part, they will rotate this Tibetan regions, this air content, this air mass, and this air will travel southwards. Okay, it will travel southwards and it will come towards, will subsides in the Arabian Sea. Okay, so when it subsides in the Arabian Sea, the tropical easterly jet streams, TEJ, they will strengthen the monsoon. Okay, that's how the tropical easterly jet stream take parts in the arrival of monsoon. Coming to the final part of jet stream, which is known as the Somali jet streams. So Somali jets, they originate near Madagascar. Okay, this is an island. They originate near Madagascar and they travel towards the Somalian region of Africa. Okay, so when they travel towards Somalia, from there it flows towards the Indian peninsula. Okay, when it flows towards the Indian peninsula, it again will strengthen the Indian monsoon. So in that way, Somali jet streams also take part in influencing the Indian monsoon in India.